Gathering information with Usenet newsgroups. Usenet newsgroups serve as online discussion forums where users can post messages about a vast range of topics. These forums can be a valuable source of intelligence for an attacker. The Network News Transfer Protocol, NNTP, is the underlying protocol used to transport these posts and discussions. Often users, including IT professionals, turn to newsgroups to find solutions for technical problems. In the process, they may inadvertently disclose sensitive details about their organization's internal infrastructure. An attacker can search through newsgroup archives on platforms like news hosting, Iweka, and SuperNews to uncover specifics about a target's operating systems, software, and web servers. For instance, a user's post might reveal that their company is using a Red Hat Linux 6.2 server running Apache 1.3.3. This precise information equips an attacker with the knowledge needed to look for known vulnerabilities and plan targeted attacks against the web server. Footprinting via social networking sites, information gathering, or footprinting through social media is different from social engineering. Footprinting involves passively collecting information that is already publicly available on these sites. In contrast, social engineering is an active technique where an attacker manipulates people into divulging confidential data. However, social networking sites are an ideal platform for launching social engineering attacks. Obtaining information through social engineering on social media. Social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are designed to connect people and foster relationships. Their open nature can be exploited by attackers to gather information. This can be as simple as browsing a user's public profile or as complex as creating a fake profile to build trust with a target. Individuals frequently share personal details such as their date of birth, employment history, and family members' names. Organizations also post information about their business partners, corporate websites, and company news. An attacker can create a fake account and send a friend request to a target. If the request is accepted, the attacker gains access to previously restricted information, significantly expanding their knowledge base for an attack. Information available on social media. It's crucial to understand both how attackers collect information and what they can find. User profiles often contain a wealth of data, including contact information, location, friend lists, and personal interests. Attackers can monitor public posts and chats to gather even more sensitive details. If a user has weak privacy settings, their photos and videos become accessible, potentially revealing identities of family members or personal habits. By observing the groups a user joins or the events they create, an attacker can map their interests and activities, which can be used to craft more persuasive social engineering attacks. The table below summarizes common user actions and the type of information an attacker can obtain. What users do, what an attacker can get, maintain a profile, contact info, location, and related data, connect with friends, and chat. Friend lists and their personal information share photos and videos, identities of family, and personal interests. Join groups and play games. A detailed map of the user's interests. Create events, knowledge of the user's activities and schedule. Export to sheets. Organizations also use social media for promotion, customer support, and recruitment. Their activities can likewise be exploited for intelligence, as shown below. What organizations do. What an attacker can get. Conduct user surveys, insights into business strategies, promote products, detail product profiles and plans, offer user support, opportunities for social engineering. post job openings, recruitment, information on platforms and technologies. Used. Perform background checks, an understanding of the type of business, export to sheets, resources for finding information on social media. Numerous online services exist to help consolidate information from social media. These tools allow an attacker to find widely shared content, track specific accounts, or discover a target's email address, which is useful for phishing campaigns. BuzzSumo. This tool's search engine helps find the most popular content related to a domain or author. It shows sharing activity across major networks, revealing influential accounts and URLs associated with a target. Conducting location searches. Searching for location data on social platforms like Twitter and Instagram helps an attacker determine a target's physical location. This information is valuable for planning social engineering or even physical attacks. Online tools like FollowerWonk can analyze geotagged and non-geotagged data from Twitter profiles to determine where a user's followers are and when they are most active. Social networking footprinting tools. Attackers keys use various tools to automate information gathering on social media. Sherlock. This tool can scan a multitude of social networking sites to find profiles associated with a specific username. This allows an attacker to quickly locate all of a target's online presences. Social Searcher. This service provides real-time searching of social media content and delivers detailed analytics. An attacker can use it to monitor a user's posts and profile information across multiple platforms. Website footprinting. An organization's official website is a primary source of sensitive information. Website footprinting is the systematic analysis of a target's website to map its structure and uncover information, often using techniques that avoid triggering alarms. This can be accomplished with basic operating system tools like Telnet or with more specialized software. By manually browsing a website, an attacker can typically find technology stack, URL structures, and file extensions, e.g. PHP, ASP, or JSP, can reveal the scripting platform and underlying technologies, .NET, J2EE, etc. Software and versions. Off-the-shelf software often reveals its version number, which can be checked for known vulnerabilities. Directory structure. Analyzing URLs as one navigates a site helps map its subdirectories. Contact information. Contact Us pages often provide names, email addresses, and phone numbers of employees, which are useful for social engineering. Vulnerability clues. URL parameters that appear to be file names or database fields can be tested for vulnerabilities like SQL injection. Tools like Burp Suite are invaluable for this process. Burp Suite acts as a proxy to intercept traffic between a browser and a web server, allowing an attacker to examine HTTP headers for information like server type, content details, and other clues about the web application's configuration. Examining HTML code and cookies. Further information can be extracted by inspecting a site's raw components. HTML source code. Comments left in the HTML by developers can sometimes contain contact information, notes about the backend, or other sensitive data. Link and image tags also help map the file system structure. Cookies. Examining the cookies set by a server can provide information about the web application software and its session management behavior. Web spiders. A web spider, also known as a crawler, is an automated program that methodically browses a website to collect specific information such as links or email addresses. The effectiveness of a spider can be limited by a robots.txt file, in the site's root directory, which instructs bots which pages to avoid. An attacker can provide a starting URL to a spider, which will then follow every link to map out all pages, files, and directories on the site. A more targeted approach is user-directed spidering, where an attacker manually navigates a web application while an intercepting proxy tool like Burp Suite passively maps all visited URLs and analyzes the server's responses. Tools such as Web Data Extractor and Spiderfoot are commonly used for these tasks. Mirroring a website. Mirroring is the process of downloading an entire website to create an offline clone. Tools like HTTrack Website Copier recursively download all directories, HTML files, images, and other assets from the server to a local machine. This technique offers several benefits to an attacker. It allows for thorough offline analysis of the site's structure and code. It reduces the number of requests sent to the live server, minimizing the risk of detection. It provides a static copy to search for directory information and potential vulnerabilities. Using archive.org, the Internet Archive's Wayback Machine, archive.org, stores historical snapshots of websites. An attacker can use this resource to find information that has since been removed from a target's live website, such as old employee directories, outdated pages, or previous software versions that might contain unpatched vulnerabilities. Extracting links and word lists. Analyzing a site's internal and external links helps an attacker understand its architecture and its relationships with other web services. Tools like Octoparse and NetPeak Spider can automate the extraction of all links from a website. Gathering a list of words from a target's website is also a common technique. The tool CEWL can crawl a site and compile a custom word list based on its content. This word list can then be used in brute force attacks to guess passwords for email accounts or other services discovered during the footprinting phase. Extracting metadata. Publicly available documents on a company's website, such as PDFs, Word files, and spreadsheets, often contain hidden metadata. This data can include usernames, author names, software versions, email addresses, and timestamps for creation and modification. This information is highly valuable for planning social engineering or brute force attacks. MetaGoofle is a tool designed to automate this process. It searches Google for specific file types on a target domain, downloads the documents, and extracts all available metadata into a consolidated report. Other website footprinting techniques. Monitoring for updates. Attackers often monitor target websites for any changes. Tools like Website Watcher can track modifications and alert the attacker to new software versions, updated login pages, or other changes that may introduce vulnerabilities. Searching for contact information. A company's website is a direct source of contact details, employee names, physical locations, and partner information, all of which can be leveraged in an attack. Analyzing revision numbers. Copyright notices and document revision numbers can provide clues about a company's internal processes, project timelines, and key personnel. Monitoring website traffic. Services like Alexa and Webstat can provide intelligence on a company's website traffic, including visitor numbers, geographic locations of its audience, and overall site ranking. This helps an attacker understand the organization's scale and customer base, which is useful for crafting more convincing social engineering attacks.